guys, it's Simpson here, and we are going to go over a couple things today about polygons and how to classify polygons. So I am looking at page 637 in your GoMath book if you want to pause the video and get out your GoMath book. So first we need to define what is a polygon. Okay, the word poly means more than one or many. Okay, so a polygon is a closed plane figure formed by three or more line segments that meet at points called vertices. So basically, in order for a shape to be a polygon, the shape has to be closed. Okay, and meet those corners, those line segments meet at a corner called a vertice. And this shape cannot have rounded off sides. Okay, it's just straight line segments. Okay, so polygons are also two-dimensional figures. Okay, so when we are looking at the shapes, you'll notice they're 2D versus three-dimensional. And so we are simply looking at the number of sides as well as the number of angles and as well as the number of vertices. And I think that you will quickly notice a pattern. Okay, so we're going to fill in this chart together. So a triangle, I want you to think of the word triangle like a tricycle. A tricycle has three wheels. Okay, when they mention angles, they are more specifically talking about the angles that are like inside the triangle. Okay, inside the triangle. How many angles are, how many triangles does or how many angles does a triangle have? Here's one. Okay, here's one, and here's one. So that is three. Okay, when we think about vertices, we need to think about like the corners. Okay, the corners, the points that each line segment where they meet, where that comes to. So there's 1, 2, 3 vertices. I'm going to write in 3. On a quadrilateral, I want you to think of the prefix quad, like the quad that you might have like a four-wheeler that's sometimes called a quad. It has 4 wheels. Okay, so quadrilateral is any two-dimensional figure that has 4 sides. Okay, they've already listed that here. So 1 side, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but now let's count how many angles and how many vertices. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. So pentagon, I want you to think about the pentagon in our government. It has 5 sides. Okay, so pentagon has 5 sides. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 angles. 5 angles. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. Now, hexagon is a little bit tricky. The way that I remember hexagon is the word hexagon has an X in it, okay? And so does, well, my word kind of, so does the word, I don't know why that keeps like falling, 6. So hexagon has an X as well as 6. Okay, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. Okay, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices, and it has 6 angles. Do you see the pattern happening here? 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. Polygons have the same number of sides, the same number of angles, and the same number of vertices. Okay? Heptagon, I do not have a trick for remembering heptagon. But we have a trick for remembering all the other ones, so it's like the one that we do not have a trick for. So we just have to remember this one. The hexagon has 7 sides, so it has 7 angles and 7 vertices. Octagon, think about an octopus. It has 8 legs. Octagons have 8 sides. They also have 8 angles and 8 vertices. Nonagon, think about the end in nonagon. Nonagon and 9 start with the same letter. Okay? It has 9 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sides, 9 angles, and 9 vertices. Decagon, think about decade. A decade has 10 years in it. So 10 sides, 10 angles, 10 vertices. And you can count those off. Now, in order to be a polygon, the figure has to be closed. Okay? If the figure is not closed, it is not a polygon. Let's continue to go down just a little bit. See if I can scroll. Okay. So we have a couple more vocab terms to talk about. Congruent. So this word congruent, when line segments have the same length or when angles have the same measure, they are congruent. So congruent means same. They're equal. Okay? A regular polygon, regular polygons are when all the sides are congruent. They're all equal. Okay? All the angles are congruent. So we're going to look at these 2 examples. Okay? So on the left, we have listed a regular polygon. Okay? You'll notice all the sides have 4 centimeter lengths. You'll notice that all the angles have a angle that is 108 degrees. So this is considered a regular polygon because everything is congruent. Okay, everything is equal. Not a regular polygon or an irregular polygon means that all the sides are not congruent, all the angles are not equal. Okay, so I want to kind of explain what these little symbols mean on this shape. Okay, these 2 little lines signify that those 2 sides are the same. Okay? Now, the one little dash shows us that those sides with 1 dash are the same. Okay? So all 5 of the sides are not equal, but some of the sides are equal. So those little lines, those little dashes, show lines of congruency. So these 2 sides are equal, and then these 2 sides are equal. This one does not have a dash because none of the sides are equal to that line segment. Okay? Now, let's look at the angles. Okay? You will notice that these 2 angles have one of the little side pieces. Okay? That's identifying that angle is congruent to the other one that also has one of the congruent measurement. The same goes for these 2 angles. These 2 angles are congruent. They both have 2 of the little dashes to show that both angles with the 2 lines of congruency are equivalent or are equal. Okay. Now this last angle does not have anything listed there, and that's because none of the other angles are congruent to that angle. Okay. So we're gonna. Okay. We're going to scroll down a little bit. We're going to keep going down. All right, so we are going to do this page together. I am looking at page 639. This is going to help you with page 641. Okay, so we're going to knock this out really quickly. Basically, you have to name each polygon, then tell whether it is a regular polygon or not a regular polygon. So if I name it, why is it not writing? Let's see. Here we go. If I name it, and then I also tell whether it's regular or not regular, how many answers am I going to have for each of the questions on 2, 3, and 4? I'm going to have 2 answers. Okay, so number 2, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. There's 6 angles. There's 6 vertices. 6. What is the polygon that has 6? What is the name of the polygon that has 6 sides? Pause it. Take a minute to think about it. Hexagon is correct. Remember we said that hexagon has an X in it, and so does the word 6. So that's our trick for remembering that. Okay, now we have to look and see, does that polygon have sides that are all the same measurement? Okay, all the same measurement. All the sides are the same, all the angles are the same, so yes, this is a regular polygon. You can just write the word regular is fine. Okay, let's look at number 3. How many sides does it have? You can pause the video if you need to. It has 4. So if it has 4, then we think of our four-wheeler. Four-wheeler is also named a quad. So we write quadrilateral. I know it's a big word, but yes, you do have to write the whole words out. We're going to learn how to spell these. So now we need to double check. Are the sides all equal? Are the sides all equal? This side and this side are equal. Okay. And this side and this side are equal. But are all 4 sides the same? No. So this is not a regular polygon. Not a regular polygon because they're not all equal. Okay, we're going to do number 4 together, and then you will work on the next page on your own. Okay, so number 4, we need to ask ourselves how many sides there is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice that I'm making marks because sometimes people make the mistake of counting one side twice or forgetting where they started counting. So I like to make a little mark so I don't count a side twice. So there is 8 sides. That means that this is a octagon, and all the sides, all the angles are congruent. So then that means that it is a regular polygon. It is a regular polygon. Okay, so if we did continue to go down, this guy would be regular because all the sides and angles are congruent. This one would be not regular because these two are the same, but this one is not. This would be regular because they're all the same. This would be not regular because they're not all equal. Although there is 2 sets of sides that are equal, not all the sides are equal. Okay? So I hope that this page helps you with your assignment. Your assignment is on page 641. And you can reflect back on this video to help you if you need help, okay? Thanks, guys.